Welcome back to a brand new Clash Royale video, guys. My name is Patrick, aka Chief Pat, and today we're going to be checking out a brand new deck on my main Chief Pat account inside of Clash Royale using the Rage spell, and this is actually the very first deck I've ever played inside of Clash Royale using the Rage spell. I think maybe once ever I played this one like balloon giant rage spell deck, but this one's a little bit different. As you can see, it's lava loon, but we have a rage spell thrown inside of it. It should be really fun, and let's go ahead and test it out and see if we can pick up some wins. I actually haven't been playing on this account like at all. I've done a couple of challenges. I'm 4-0 in this one right now, but I haven't been pushing on the leaderboard since my last push video, so we might be facing off against some level 12s, but let's go ahead and get into it, see how far we can push up. And actually, we're going to be facing off against the level 13 right away, and let's see how we can perfect this deck. Now, what we're going to want to do, we're either going to want to do the lava, obviously the lava hound balloon combination, and then use the rage spell besides that, or we can go ahead and just play the balloon by itself plus the rage spell. Let's see if we can make it all the way to the tower. There it goes. We got the balloon running down the lane. He's got the princess. He's got the tombstone as well. It's actually going to be a pretty decent defense, but take a look at the balloon. It's going to make it all the way to the tower, explode doing its death damage, and that's going to be half of the tower's HP in that very first little push right there. Now, meanwhile, there's a bowler in the other lane. That's going to be pretty annoying. We're going to have to deal with that. I'm actually going to arrow down the princess to make sure it doesn't keep getting any more value. I'm not sure if it was worth it or not because he does have that elixir collector, but still things are looking pretty good. 2,000 HP off that right-hand side because we did get another fire spirit hitting that. And all in all, this game's looking pretty decent so far. We just need to be able to defend against his push, which inevitably will make its way down the lane. Now, he's going to play another elixir collector, so let's get our furnace down again. And he hasn't really shown his deck just yet. He has the bowler, which means he could be playing the what is it, the bowler graveyard deck. That's definitely a possibility. Here goes the bowler. We've got our minions going down right now. Let's go ahead and get our skeleton army down, see if we can do some work on this bowler. It's a little bit of an interesting play, but all in all, not too shabby right now. And our fire spirit's going to do work. Here's some elite barbarians though, and we're definitely going to have to work to take these out. This isn't really looking too great. Mega Minion's going to go ahead and kill one of the elite barbarians right there, so still things are looking okay, but he does have that elixir collector down, which is really the most annoying part of this battle. We don't have a great counter to the elixir collector, so we're sort of just taking it over and over again. And then for the elite barbarians, we obviously need to hold on to our skeleton army, or these battles could get pretty dangerous. But here goes another princess down the left-hand side of the map. So now, since he did play his tombstone, he has no counter to my balloon right now, which is really good for us. And as the princess makes her way through, we're actually going to have our minions go down. There goes his bowler as well. And he's just going to throw everything down this lane right here. So why not? Let's just rage it. Let's just go for it right now. Rage absolutely everything. I'm going to throw the arrows onto the princess. And this is just going to be like a 3-crown push right now. We've got the balloon doing work. We've got absolutely everything going crazy right now. Look at the balloon onto the tower. The balloon's going to be doing some awesome damage. We've got the minions doing work. Skeleton army doing work. There goes the balloon explosion. Bowler's going to go down trying to take out some of these units. But I've got another balloon going down the lane with the rage spell. There it goes. The balloon's going to start making its way to the tower. He's got a tombstone in the way, but look at the rage balloon. Gonna make it all the way there, and the rage spell will inevitably finish off that tower. So really interesting deck. This is my first time playing it, and fortunately for us, he overcommitted on one of the sides, or else it would have been really difficult to actually take him out because of those elixir collectors, which is just such an annoying card. But that's gonna be 3 crowns for us, and we can go ahead and open up a silver chest. Royal Giants. What could be better inside of Clash Royale? All right, let's continue on with this deck. Really fun stuff right there. We finally got the Lava Hound down for the very first time in that game, and that's all we needed to go for that 3-crown push. And let's go ahead and see if we can keep doing it using this deck. And if you guys didn't see, there were some pretty interesting changes coming out to the clan chest, which I guess I'll talk about a little bit later, but it's going to be pretty cool. And let's go ahead and get into this next battle and see if we can pull off some wins. Again, the Elixir Collector has really been the most annoying card for me over the last couple of weeks, especially because I don't run Miner in like any of my decks right now. I used to run the Lava Hound Miner deck, or even the Lightning Spell or the Fireball. I don't have any of those cards inside of this deck whatsoever, so it's really a matter of taking advantage of the fact that his Elixir's low, like I did with the Balloon Rage Spell push in the very beginning, and trying to take down at least like 1 hit onto the tower with the balloon to really make everything worth it. All right, so next battle here, we're going to be going against someone from Taiwan, boys. Interesting name. I'll start with my furnace. He's going to start with his furnace. Pretty classic. Let's see where his fire spirits go. It looks like, okay, they're going to be the same. They're both going to go for the tower. So let's see what he has besides this furnace. Okay, he's got his hog rider. So why don't we actually... That was a bad balloon. I could have played that balloon so it didn't go for the furnace, but that was just a straight up bad balloon. I've got nothing else to say about that balloon except that was pretty terrible. All right, well, enough with the depressing fact that we messed up that balloon right there. Let's get this Mega Minion going down on his Mega Minion. His archers are going to do some work, so I have to drop the Skeleton Army. I was seeing if there was some way, somehow, that I wouldn't have to do that, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Another Furnace going down, which obviously is going to stop the Skeleton Army in its tracks, but at least we'll get a couple of headbutts down on that Furnace to where we can play our own Furnace, counter each other, and then eventually we're going to have maybe like 15 seconds more Furnace than he does, and we should be able to chip the tower a decent amount on the right-hand side. All right, let's just hang out right now. Let's see what he plays. He's going to do a Fireball. Interesting. I don't have a great counter to his Hog Rider right now, so I'm just going to hold on. And eventually, I'll try to get my Skeleton Army ready for whenever he drops it. But let's get our Lava Hound going down in just a moment. And now we can see what he does to counteract. Now, our Furnace is going to die. So here comes the Hog Rider. Let's drop our minions right now. And he might have like a Rage spell. Okay, he doesn't have a Rage spell, but he has Elite Barbarians, and they are going to destroy my tower. Unfortunately, but we should have at least a decent counter push coming back towards his side of the map. Let's drop our Rage spell. Why not just rage it up and see if we can do anything? The minions will actually get in range of the archer, which is super annoying. Actually, one of the minions, the Mega Minion's going to be fine. Take a look at the Rage spell plus the Lava Hound and the minion on that tower. They are going to absolutely blast that tower down to pieces. And now we've got, guess what, a counter balloon coming down the left-hand side of the map. Balloon is going to be making its way to the tower. Mega Minion's busy with the King Tower. Balloon's going to get one hit off on the tower, and that's probably going to be it. Yeah, it's only going to be one hit, but that's still going to be A-okay. Right-hand tower is as good as dead. I've sort of realized that because of the Hog Rider. And honestly, double Elixir. Our deck is going to be way stronger than his, and his Fireball is not even going to connect with our Furnace. So really, really good stuff right now. Except for that Mega Minion is a little bit annoying. But there goes the Fire Spirit. Hog Rider is going to do some work. There's the Skeleton Army to stop these Elite Barbarians. The Zap spell is probably going to come out. There's the Zap spell. So we're going to take a little bit of damage right here, but that's going to be okay because now we've got the Balloon, we've got the Rage spell, and we've got the minions about to do work as well. And let's drop everything. Okay, unfortunately, Fire Spirits came out at the worst time, but still, tower's going to go down right there. And with 15 seconds left on the clock, this game looks like it's all but over. I've got a Balloon. I'm just going to throw that towards his King Tower. Even if he takes out my other tower, I'm really not too worried about it. Why not just go for a 3-crown victory with the Balloon? There goes the Balloon. Skeleton Army onto the Hog Rider. He might have a Zap spell to stop the Hog, but that's going to be the end of the game. And that is going to be another victory using this deck. And another pretty close to a 3-crown victory right there. 27 trophies against this guy. Let's keep rolling onwards with this deck. I'm going to open up another silver chest. See what we get inside of it. Giants and some archers. Let's continue onward at 5,087 trophies. I'm definitely going to pick up my pushing towards the end of the season. So right now it is Friday, and I guess the season ends on Sunday. So I really need to make a push over the next, I guess, 3 days. This is coming out on a Friday, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Really need to make a big push, find out exactly what deck I want to use. I haven't really found a favorite deck in this meta because normally the types of decks that I like to play have a big tank inside of it. So they have a P.E.K.K.A. Way back when I used the P.E.K.K.A. decks, Giant Skeleton even, Golem, Lava Hound, and I feel like a lot of the best decks use Elite Barbarians and Hog Riders, which it doesn't really fit my playstyle, but still we'll find a way around it. Let's go off against Matador for maybe the final battle today. And I have actually a really terrible starting hand. I don't have the Lava Hound or the Furnace. So this is going to be ugly. We pretty much just threw a Mega Minion out there for no reason. I'm going to drop my minions. I don't even know what I can do right here. This is not really what we wanted. We're just going to pretty much take a pretty negative loss right there. I'm going to drop my Lava Hound. And hopefully this will kill his Musketeer. Here goes the 3 Elixir minions. There goes the Hog Rider as well. And let's see what we can do. This is not looking the prettiest. Skeleton Army is going to go down. Maybe we can stop this Hog Rider before we take too much damage. No, we're going to take a ton of damage and probably lose this left-hand tower. Well, isn't that just a fantastic start to the game? Not sure really what else I could have done right there. I didn't have a very good starting hand. He's got the Mega Minion being blocked by the Ice Golem. Let's see if he has like a Musketeer or something. And as soon as that happens, we can go ahead, you know what, let's rage everything. Does he have a Fireball? Look at the Rage spell. Look at the Rage spell! Whoa, that was insane. That might have been the fastest tower take I've seen from 3 cards in my entire life. That was ridiculous, and that's going to put us in the lead with 1 Rage spell right there. Very first time using the Rage spell, unless I did play that one deck that I talked about. But super, super good. And now we have an interesting choice. Do we want to go for the left-hand side, or do we want to go for the right-hand side? Let's drop our Furnace. Furnace will stop these minions. It should stop these minions. Okay, that's really annoying. It's not going to stop these minions, but we do have the King Tower. We do have the Skeleton Army. Very nicely done. I was hoping he'd drop his zap spell and waste it, but he's going to be smarter than that. But still, everything's looking a-okay. One minion is going to run away and have 1 HP, so that'll be fun to see that run back to my side of the map. But let's drop our Lava Hound on this side of the map. I'm not sure this guy has the cards he needs to deal with my attack. He has the free spell instead of the fireball, and by not having that fireball, I can clump up my Mega Minion, I can clump up my minions and use the rage spell, and it's going to be pretty deadly for him to try to deal with. So let's go ahead and try it out right now. He does have all of this stuff right here, though, so this is annoying. Is he going to drop his free spell? Okay, if he dropped his free spell, that would have been pretty interesting. Let's go ahead and get ready with our balloon. I've got the skeleton army as well, and maybe this is where we can make some plays and get our way towards the tower. All right, rage spell is going down right now. Look at the skeletons attack the tower. Look at the balloon attack the tower. He's going to drop a lightning spell, but guess what? That is going to do nothing, and another 3-crown victory using this deck. This deck is ridiculous, and the rage spell is honestly what makes it happen. 31 trophies for that one. This is a really, really fun deck to play. I'm going to show it to you guys one more time. Only legendary card is the Lava Hound, so unfortunately, if you don't have the Lava Hound, really defeats the purpose of the deck, but the rage spell with the balloon and all these other cards is crazy. Let's just do one more battle, because these have been pretty quick, and we're going to get nothing really interesting out of that chest. Wow. This deck is fun to play. I need to try this inside of challenges. The challenge that I was just doing, I wasn't using this deck. Like I said, this is the first time that I've played it, so let's keep it up. This might be the deck I play for the rest of the season. It's so much fun, and as long as I can defend against elite barbarians or anything else, it's going to be pretty good for us. And let's go ahead and get ready. But man, the furnace, such a pain to deal with. And my starting hand is so incredibly bad. I have no idea what I'm going to do against this guy's deck. Let's just do this and pray. I've got arrows. I've got arrows. I've got arrows. I've got arrows. Very nice. All right, that's going to be pretty decent, actually. We're going to do damage to that tower right there. And I might not have even needed the arrows. And let's do our... Ooh, one of our minions did get hit by the fire spirit, but that's going to be okay. Minions are going to die to these fire spirits, but I can play my furnace in just a moment. Oh, wait, this guy's playing that deck? Are you serious? All right, that's going to be unlucky. And he's going to be playing the mirror furnace deck. This deck is super annoying to deal with. We might be able to do okay. We'll see what happens, but this is actually going to be... Did we just lose our fire spirits? Man, we got a really unlucky timing for our furnace. So our furnace is just going to keep getting attacked by these fire spirits. And it's not going to be very pretty. All right, well, let's get ready again. Can we do this again? All right, let's do this. Prediction arrows. Here they go. No, it's not going to work, but we're still going to take that tower. We might even get the second balloon. Oh, we got both hits off right there. Very nice. And he didn't have a counter to it. I threw my arrows out predicting he was going to play his minion horde. We're even going to get some death damage onto the furnace right there, which is really nice. But now we are in a lot of trouble. We're going to lose this tower for sure. And our skeleton army is going to do its best. But yeah, this is going to be the end of that tower. But let's see what we can do going into OT. I'm not sure who has the advantage going into double elixir. It's going to be pretty interesting to find out. I like our chances with the King Tower helping out against the Goblin Barrels, and the fact that he has like such squishy units. But we're going to have to see how we can do this. We need to take out his furnace as soon as possible whenever he plays it, or else that's going to be like a huge pain throughout the rest of the battle. Let's drop our own furnace. He's got a bowler. That's interesting for a cycle deck, but that's what he's going to play. Let's play our Lava Hound, and let's see how he's going to end up trying to counter our push. The only thing he really has to counter it is the Tombstone to stop the... I'm going to play my Skeleton Army to stop his skeletons, but his bowler, of course, is going to take it out momentarily. Let's drop our Mega Minion onto there. His Fireball, not really sure about that one. Let's drop our minions. Let's drop this, and here we go. Look at the Fire Spirits. The Fire Spirits will kill the Minion Horde if he plays it. And let's see what... There's the Minion Horde. There's the Minion Horde. Kill the Minion Horde. Look at the Rage Balloon making its way to the tower. That's going to be the end of the game. Just like that. That's going to be the end of the battle. Opponent is going to leave the match. This deck is crazy. Even against one of the most annoying decks in the game. This guy quit, so gotta always laugh when they quit. Even against one of the best decks in the game, and one of the most annoying decks, we're even gonna get a giant chest. That's how good this deck is. Guaranteed giant chest. You heard it on Chief Pet's video. Look at that, 12-hour unlock. We're even gonna get our crown chest. Give me a legendary. Give me a Lava Hound. That would be... Okay, Bowler is like a Lava Hound just on the ground. But guys, this deck is nuts. You have to try this out. It is super fun. We've got the Lava Hound Balloon, Rage Spell. That's the main combination. The Balloon plus the Rage. It makes it really hard for units to follow the Balloon because it's working so fast. Try this deck out. Let me know what you guys think. Try to win some challenges with it. Try it on the leaderboard. Let me know. It's ridiculous and so much fun to play. That is going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace out.